You may have already seen my what to wear and bring to an aerial class video, and I'm really impressed with how much that video has taken off recently, so I figured I would do another video kind of diving deeper into what exactly you wear. So I wanted to give some examples and even provide some footage of myself in class, so that way you could see how what I'm wearing affects the movements that I'm doing, or to give yourself some ideas of what to wear to class. Especially as a beginner, it can be really confusing going into a new hobby. When I first started, I was like looking up videos of what to wear, and there was very little on the internet for aerial at the time, and I am so glad to have been a resource for so many people already with my last video, so that's why I wanted to get a little bit deeper with this one. The first thing that I'll mention is that it differs by class, so it depends on what class you're taking. You can get away with wearing similar outfits, but there are small adjustments that might need to be made based on the class that you're taking. The first thing that I would recommend is wearing layers. Layers are going to help you regulate your temperature because you're likely to get hot, but in the beginning you're going to need those layers to help you warm up. And usually in the colder months I show up in layers anyway, so I just kind of recommend to take layers and just take them off or put them on as you please. For certain apparatuses, layers are either going to hurt or hinder you. So that's why it's helpful to have them regardless, because there might even be a specific skill on an apparatus that will require you to have your socks on or have more protection in a certain area, or more protection on your elbows, more protection on your feet, things like that. This just provides protection against silk burn, bruises, and general scrapes from the apparatus. For example, if you are going to be working on elbow hangs, especially on a hard apparatus, you're going to want some extra protection, at least when you're first starting out, so that way you can build up kind of that resistance. I would recommend bringing more layers regardless of what apparatus you're doing, regardless of the season. Just bring layers, things like knee highs, jackets, things that you can easily take on and off quickly so you don't interrupt class. The other reason would be traction. So for something like silks, some moves are better with traction. Most people don't wear socks just because it is more slippery when you are wearing socks, and so it requires more strength. So some people will actually wear socks as a challenge to kind of like make themselves get stronger, but if you're just starting out, this obviously isn't a good idea because you need to build that foundational movement first before you start challenging yourself. This goes for arms as well, because especially on silks, some materials are going to be more slippery, so it can make you start to slip out of a movement that otherwise you would be okay in, or have enough strength to hold yourself up. Tight fitting is the best as well. The only time that I wear anything baggy is normally for a warm-up. The other thing that I recommend is wearing something that either tucks into your pants or a leotard underneath a shirt. I'm a dancer, so I do wear some of my dance pieces to aerial. For example, if I wear a leotard, I can be guaranteed that I'm not going to get any silk burns or any scrapes, and I'm going to prevent bruising a little bit more on my back. I'm not going to have any exposed skin on my back. So it also prevents my shirt from coming up and over my head and kind of just exposing everything. Generally, people either wear like a bodysuit, leotard, or a tank top that tucks in underneath a slightly looser shirt. So if you're going to wear a t-shirt, don't just wear the t-shirt. Definitely put something on underneath that tucks into your pants, so when you go upside down, it's not covering your head. Just make sure that the shirt is tight enough to either stay on your body without moving up, or it tucks in. You can always get a relatively cheap leotard on Dancewear Solutions, and where I get my other workout clothes that I wear in this video, I will put those in the description so you can check those out. I generally wear a leotard as my base layer, and then I have leggings on top, and then a shirt. And then sometimes whatever else I want to layer on, like knee highs or leg warmers or a jacket. Trapeze and lyra, any hard apparatus really, you're going to want to at least bring socks with you if you don't want to wear them. At least bring them with you, and that way you have them if there's a movement that you need more protection on your feet. Some other things that you may want to keep in mind are if you are wearing any lotions, that's also going to create slip, so you're not going to want to apply lotion before class, preferably the entire day of. That way you're not slipping on the fabric or ruining the fabric or whatever apparatus you're on. You're not degrading the quality of that material through the chemicals in what you're applying on your body. Jewelry is also another thing that you don't want to have a lot of. Like, I keep all of my ear jewelry in, like my earrings. I pretty much don't take those out for anything. And then my nose hoop, I keep that in. But as far as like jewelries that are easily taken off or put on, you know, like bracelets, necklaces, things like that, you don't want to have any of that on because it's going to either impede your movement, injure you, rip the fabric, or get yourself caught up in a movement. For zippers, especially with silks, I also wear things with zippers, as you will see in the examples portion of this video. I do wear things with zippers to my heart apparatus classes, and I really never had a problem with that. It's still not advised, but I try to make sure that they're small and very close to where my body is, and they're not going to get in the way of anything. I have jackets and I have tops that have zippers, and they're usually like half zip, so I probably wouldn't wear the full zip just because there are going to be times where I'm on my belly and I'm not going to want a zipper in the way. I'm going to want like as smooth of a surface as possible, because I can imagine that being on your stomach with a zipper is just going to be uncomfortable, like between a bar. That just doesn't sound fun. So I would not wear anything that's full zip. Just if you're going to do it, do a half zip, but just be advised that some studios don't want you wearing them at all. I have had some people ask me, like, how do I pick a shirt that's going to be upside down proof? And that is something that you have to test, and you aren't probably going to know by looking at it. Obviously don't wear anything that's like flowy or in a material that's going to be super slippery, but if it's something that conforms to your body and doesn't ride up, then you should be fine. I hope that helps a little bit. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll try to reply to them. This jacket has the quarter zip that I was talking about. I wear this jacket not only to warm up in, but I also train in it. And then these leggings are from Nasty Fit. Honestly, every single pair of leggings in this video are Nasty Fit because that's just pretty much what I own. When you find something, you run with it. I found some leggings that work, and so I just bought every color. I have never had a problem with the zipper in class. I personally have never run into an issue, but obviously follow your studio guidelines if they really don't want you wearing them. But I love to train in half zips like these. These leggings are also Nasty Fit. They have pockets too, which is an added bonus. And I actually have a tank top under this one just tucked into my pants. And then these are my favorite socks. I just really like the color contrast with the pink leggings. These leggings are the exact same as what I just previously showed, just in black. And I have a tank top tucked into that with a leotard underneath, just for extra peace of mind that that shirt isn't going to slip up and my whole stomach's going to be out or get any weird scrapes or bruises from the apparatus. And then I just paired it with some thigh-high socks and a pullover sweatshirt to warm up in. I have to be feeling bold to put on these pair, but these are red leggings from Nasty Fit, and this top actually is also from Nasty Fit, and it has the half zip. I really like to train in this top. They just go really well together. I like the black and red contrast, and this is probably my favorite outfit to wear while training. This is actually a crop top though, so just keep in mind that if you wear a pairing like this, that it's going to probably expose some skin here and there. Even though you didn't see really any skin when I was kind of showing the outfit initially, it does move up a little bit, and so it can also cause some irritation when you're kind of going against the bar. I also had on these really fuzzy socks that normally I only wear at night if it's really cold. knew that we were going to be doing stuff with hanging sort of from our ankles. I don't really know what this move is called. It's not really an ankle hang, but as you see, I'm kind of in the ropes using my ankles, so I definitely wanted to have some thick socks for that. I really highly recommend Nasty Fit leggings. They're designed by Nastasia Ponomarenko. If you know her from YouTube, she makes YouTube videos about fitness, and her leggings are super high quality. They always hold up in aerial and they're not see-through. That is about all I can ask for in a legging. I highly recommend her line, not just leggings, but all of her other workout clothes too.